Now take a look at this flatbed in front of us here. He's got a brake, and I believe it's on the right side, that's hung up. It's burning up. I've been flashing my lights at him, but he ain't paying any attention whatsoever. You can't get it up over about 30 miles an hour. He's gonna catch on fire here if he keeps doing it. Jeez. I don't know if he just doesn't care or doesn't realize. Oh man. He is pulling over. Wow. That is an old Kenworth though he was driving. Wow. People are out today. It is Columbus Day weekend though. This is South Hero, Vermont. We just went through. Little town. Yeah, this is the big leaf peeping weekend for everybody, I guess. Columbus Day in the Northeast. I know I'm going hiking tomorrow, probably going to be crowded, I'd imagine. Going to see a lot of people on the trail, I think. But after this weekend, though, it should quiet down quite a bit. Man, it's warming up nice today. We're up to 67. I think it's supposed to get into the low 70s today here in Vermont. Ooh, I can still smell them brakes. Alright, so South Hero, Vermont is on an island, and now we're just coming back across the land bridge here, back onto the mainland of Vermont. This is another part of Lake Champlain right here. We'll just be coming up on Sandbar State Park, which is going to be on our left up here. I guess this whole area is pretty shallow. It's really shallow in here, and in the summer when people are swimming, you can see them walk way out, and then they're still like only up to their knees or their waist. It's real nice area right here. And that's Sandbar State Park off on our left right now. Waterbury. Get rid of this trailer, get our empty, and head for the house. Still looking real good. We should be home between 6:30 and 7, looks like. So I'll get home and get my hiking stuff ready for tomorrow, get my laundry started so I can leave, come back to work again on Monday. That's what it is. Seems like as soon as you get home, you're getting ready to leave again when you're a truck driver. Got stuff to prep to get ready to leave again. Got your laundry to do, and if you do food and stuff, you got to get that ready. Alright, so we have made our delivery in Waterbury, Vermont, and we've come across Lake Champlain on the ferry. We're back over here in New York. We're just heading into Malone here in a little bit. And coming off the ferry, I got a stop engine light. And got some fancy new software that I got from OTR Performance, and I quickly reset it so I could get off the ferry. And pulled off to the side and checked it out, and I have a issue with my turbo, or turbo actuator is what it's saying. I did reset it, but it's still showing that the engine is going to derate in 3 hours now, so meaning it's probably going to go down to the 5 mile an hour derate in 3 hours. It kind of feels like I've already have my horsepower reduced, so I'm probably in the first stage of derate right now. This new tool I have from OTR Performance, also you can monitor live data with it, which I'm doing, and I'm not flowing any EGR, which is exhaust gas recirculation, which should be occurring if everything's working right. and it is at 0, so the EGR system, the EGR valve is wide open, I'm assuming is what 0 means. So good for the fuel mileage, but it's not how the truck's supposed to run. So what I'm going to do is get up here to Malone, and I'm going to shut the truck off. And I took a look back there at the ferry at what the troubleshooting was, and it says the turbo actuator. I'm going to check the wiring going to it, make sure it's on there correct, or is nothing frayed or something, because if it was disconnected or totally disconnected, the actuator would not be working and the turbo would not be working at all, and the truck would not be going anywhere without the turbo working. And I can hear the turbo, I can hear the whine of the turbo, so it is working. Anyway, my plan of action is to get down here to Malone, check things out. I'm going to reset everything, and I'm going to continue heading towards Fulton. If I do get into a situation where the engine wants to go into D-rate, down to the 5 mile an hour D-rate, this tool that I have from OTR Performance, and by tool I mean it's a software tool, and it has a little Bluetooth connection that's connected into the engine data port on the truck, and the software is on my tablet, and you can look at codes, you can look at history of codes, you can look at live data of what certain parameters on what the engine's doing, and you can reset stuff. Also, you are supposed to be able to reset the 5 mile an hour D rate. Not that you're going to get rid of it, but you'll reset the clock. That's what I understand how it works. I don't know if that's exactly what it's going to do or not, because I haven't had to use this system yet. Now, I do have an older diagnostic tool from OTR Performance that's just a box, and it resets dash codes. It also does forced regens, as well as this new one does forced regens. And I have used that one in the past. I'm talking about the old OTR Performance tool to reset a 5 mile an hour D rate, and it did work. Actually, it paid for itself the very first time that it did that, because I had a problem with the truck that had to be taken to the dealer, and I took the truck to the dealer in Albany, and I just made it underneath that 4 hours. I had just a few minutes left on that 4 hours that it gave me, and I got to the dealer, or where I thought the dealer was, and the dealer had moved. And so luckily I had that reset tool, and I reset it, and it gave me another 4 hours, and I was able to make it to the new location. So I believe that tool, I think I paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $550 for, and was cheaper than what the tow probably would have been. So that tool paid for itself. This tool that I have here, the newer diagnostic tool from the same company, the hardware is free actually. It's the software you got to pay for, or I should say a subscription service that you pay for every year. And it has a lot more features than the older version had. This gives you a lot of information, allows you to monitor live data and things like that. So we're going to find out if it's worth the money today, I'm telling you. Alright, so we made it over here to Fulton. I dropped my trailer and I'm over here at the Walmart. I did get my D-rate reset, but it came back again, and I also reset it again, and it hasn't come back since. So the plan is I'm heading over to the shop in Ohio and see about getting this thing figured out, what's going on with it. I don't think it was a fluke thing. I think there's actually probably something wrong with the turbo, or the turbo actuator. Is it probably what it is the turbo actuator. So we're gonna head over there, and right now we got to take a break though. It is now almost 11 p.m. so we need to take a break. All right, so we got the D-rate cleared with the OTR Performance reset tool, and we're gonna still head to the shop anyway. I had some work I wanted to get done, and my load is already covered. It's going to cover me for the next few days anyway. So we're going to take our truck out to Ohio, have him look at it, and determine if we need to do anything with the turbocharger or the actuator or something up there. Hopefully it's just the turbo actuator and not the turbo itself, because that turbo is really expensive. Alright, so I was going to show you these other diagnostic tools I got. This one here is also by OTR Performance, and basically this tool here, which hooks up to that same port I showed the module in with this connection here, it does the same stuff that the software on the tablet does. The only difference with this one is that you don't get to see what the codes are. This one just clears them. You don't really know what the code is. This clears them. This does a forced regen, and also take a D-rate out. This is the one I used last year when I got down to my 4-hour limit on the D-rate when I had the DEF heater failure, and this right here saved me a tow, so this paid for itself. I think this was around $500, somewhere in that range. The other diagnostic tool I have is this Nexus reader here, Nexus NexLink, and it comes with a cable and hooks up to any type of reader, any type of data port. It has a 6-pin, 9-pin, and then if you take it apart right here, it has the same kind of connection like I think Volvos use that. And then the tool itself is just a reader here. This will read codes, and it will clear some dash faults, but it won't clear a D-rate. And it says it was supposed to do a forced regen, but it won't do that either. So I can't remember how much I paid for this. I got this off Amazon. I think I don't know, I'll look it up and let you know. I'll go back and look at my purchases. Alright, so I just looked up my purchase of the Nexus. It's the Nexus Heavy Duty Truck Scanner NL102 on Amazon, and I paid $149 for that one. So $149 for that one. The first OTR Performance reset tool and code clearer that I got, just the square one that doesn't really give you any information. Also does a regen. I think that was around $500 if I remember right. And then this new tool that I just got a few months ago is the OTR Performance, and it's the Bluetooth version with you either can put it on your phone or your tablet. Doesn't matter, either one will work. It's an app that you get, and that you can read live data, so you can read all kinds of instruments or gauges in the engine. You can look at the codes, and even has a little bit of troubleshooting. But I think that one is free. The hardware is free, but you got to pay a yearly subscription. And I think I got a special on that. I think it depends on what you exactly want. I think like a normal subscription is about $600 a year, but it could save you a lot more than that in tow bills or whatever. Like in this case, it did clear the D-rate, so right there it's already paid for itself for this year. So I'm not hoping that I break down every year or have a big problem every year where I got to reset a D-rate, but it's sure handy to have it so that you have that tool available to you to take care of problems like this, and I can get my truck to the shop and not have to worry about being towed and paying a big tow bill. Anyway, we're going to get rolling towards Ohio and get the truck dropped off. I'm going to be getting a rental car because he's not even going to be able to look at my truck until next week. Today is Friday, and he's not going to be able to look at it until Tuesday. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep you updated.
All I need is just to cross the red lights. What we need is just
Alright, so we're here at the Avis place here, just taking stuff out of the truck and putting it into the rental. Got my laundry and some clothes I'm going to take home. I think I got to drive the truck down to the shop, so I'm going to leave my high dollar stuff in the truck and take that with me. When I come back down, I'll bring it down when I get a ride. I really don't want to leave it in here. Alright, we'll get this thing locked up. Get this locked up and head for the shop. It is 4:37, so I think Pat wants me to, well, the mechanic's name is Pat, wants me to take him out for a road test in this so he could listen to the motor. Alright. Okay, that's locked. Let's get on over there. Alright guys, so I got my truck dropped off at the shop and didn't really do any video over there because Pat, he doesn't really like to be on the video, so I have to respect that. Anyway, got the truck dropped off and was trying to get an Uber to drive up and get the rental car, but there was no Ubers available. So actually Pat ended up driving me back to the car, and which is nice of him because it's in the opposite direction of where he lives, and it's you know, end of the day he feels like going home, not driving me up to get my rental car. But that's all right, it all worked out. And right now it is, let's see, it is 12:42 a.m. I'm on the way home. I should make it to the house by 2:30 a.m. So we are probably 30 or 40 miles west of Binghamton yet on 86. Just got off the highway here to get gas in the car, and gonna keep it rolling. Yeah, it's gonna be a late night. We ain't gonna be in there till about 2:30 this morning. So we won't be getting up all that early tomorrow, Saturday morning. But yeah, so anyway, appreciate you guys watching. And I'll let you know what happens with the truck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Everybody take care, be well. Bye for now.